There's only one man they want to see here. There's 4,000 people here. It's for that man there. I haven't seen anything like this in this election campaign at all.
Good afternoon, Birmingham! Welcome to the thinking man and thinking woman's alternative to Glastonbury. Are we having fun? Good. I'm going to tell you what, unlike all the other stuffed shirts, we are real people. We believe in ourselves. We believe in our future, but we also believe in having fun and enjoying life and being optimistic about the future of our great country. Now, I got to tell you, the last time I was in front of a crowd like this, it was the 31st of January 2020, and we were in Parliament Square, and it was the moment that we finally left the European Union, and Richard and I were up on stage, and what a moment! What a moment! It was something that I campaigned for over a quarter of a century, and it was simply because I believed for all that time that the best people to govern Britain were the British people themselves. That's what it was all about.
Well, there it is. Crowd loved that. Abolition, the BBC, a big attack on Channel 4, who've obviously did that racism investigation into Farage and his campaigners in Clacton. Crowd doesn't seem to be bothered by that at all. He's doing a little walk around now. We'll be speaking to Farage as soon as he's probably gone for a fag, to be honest. Don't go anywhere. Nigel Farage, NEC, Sunday morning. 4,000 people. You had a bit of a buzz there, didn't you?
Huge energy. I mean, the energy, and the optimism, and people really feel. And do you know what they're buying into? They're buying into the idea this is just the first step of something really big and really fundamental, and it is. I promise you.
You're really here for 5 years?
Oh yeah.
Where do you think you'll be this time? What, Friday morning?
Well, I mean, clearly, the breakthrough is very, very important because that's the energy that will be needed to get it really motoring between now and the end of the year. It's going to be a
Will you be an MP?
I think so. I mean, who knows? Never take anything for life for granted, you know. But I hope so. I hope so. If I'm not, others will be. I'm certain of that.
How many do you think you're going to get?
I really don't know. And do you know something? The polling is so hard to read because traditional polling methods, without a doubt, underplay where we really are. Now, a lot can happen in the next few days, and there have been so many banana skins put in our way in the last few days, but it doesn't seem to have really hurt us.
A few banana skins you've trodden on, though. Do you think the Ukraine stuff has had an impact?
Well, hang on a second. I mean, I said this 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, the way you said it in that Nick Robinson interview, people got the point you were making, but
it wasn't that you were being, Putin was the aggressor in this war, right?
Which I've said from the start.
You don't shy away from that.
No, I think his behaviour has been reprehensible. But understanding why something's gone badly wrong might just help you to work out what the solution is going ahead from here.
Have you felt any kickback on the doorstep from it?
Some people, because of the way it's been twisted, yes. But then, the warmongers from the Tory and Labour parties, I've been at odds with them for over 20 years. I was vehemently against Iraq, vehemently against Libya. I believe that war's a last resort, not a first resort.
And you're not shying away from it. You said it again on the platform there. You're not going to. You don't feel it's that you were about 18, 19 points at the beginning of last week. 13, 14 points now. Is that Ukraine, or is that just what, as you said?
No, I think these polls are very volatile. Don't forget there was a poll put out by Reach on Friday, had us on 21. So, this is all over the place. And it all depends on the undecideds and how the undecideds split. That's what the next 4 days is about.
So the Tories are desperately hoping there's a shy Tory vote out there for them that people aren't telling pollsters. People aren't admitting it's no longer cool, when it was ever cool to vote Conservative. But the cringe Rishi element, do you think there's a shy reform element down there?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. And particularly after the last few days and some of the things that have been said. It's funny, I was with a group of sixth formers yesterday. Half of them 18, half of them 17.
Yeah.
And I was chatting with them. And I would say 2/3 of them were very enthusiastic about reform. Many of them facing their first ever vote. Oh, our teachers say you're racist. Now, it's because of that narrative. Because anyone that dares to stand up and talk about borders and immigration. So I think there is a shy reform vote out there. I honestly, and I know all politicians say this on eve of poll, but I genuinely think we're going to do better than people think.
What's your message to Rishi, who's, he could have done a deal with you months ago, right? You could have made this all go away?
Could he? Could he? Well, let's remember that, this is a Conservative Party over 14 years that has given us uncontrolled mass immigration on a scale that even Tony Blair couldn't have dreamt of. It's a Conservative Party that's given us big government at every level. I've been fined more in the last year than the last 40. Just little motoring offences. What did you do? I've not even done anything wrong. That's the kind of world we're living in. The state's got bigger.
How many fines you got?
Too many. One was ridiculous.
You lost your licence yet?
One was ridiculous. Apparently I had to renew for the Dartford Tunnel. Yeah. Didn't renew, and I finished up paying about 400 quid. The whole thing's mad.
Yeah.
Tax is the highest since 1948. So I don't think there was a deal to be done.
We're going to wake up on Friday morning, by all accounts, with a massive Labour majority. Mm-hmm. You will have played a significant part in putting Keir Starmer into power.
No.
If you weren't standing...
No. The Tories, if I'd gone to the Bahamas and fished for a month, which was very tempting, the Tories were screwed. They've done it to themselves. They've broken trust. They've broken trust with millions of Brexit voters who backed them in 2019 and have not got what they voted for.
But with a supermajority, 200, say, or
There's
more...
There's no such thing as a supermajority.
Well, no, but an extremely large Labour majority.
It's a nonsense term. What's going to happen is, let's say Labour get 37%. If they get 37% and 450 seats, and we get 6 million votes and 18 seats, you'll see the first past the post system is not fit for purpose.
Do you worry, though, that Keir Starmer, with a large majority, could unpick all of the Brexit achievements, and not be many, but we are out? Do you worry that,
I fear Keir Starmer with a small majority, because then the hard left will have sway. Keir Starmer with a bigger majority actually would be safer than with a small one.
Is it not that Keir Starmer with a big majority attempts to unpick Brexit, gives you the perfect platform to come back, and actually, a big Labour government helps the reform Brexit?
The Conservatives have not delivered Brexit. 5.5 million men and women out there running small businesses feel totally betrayed. Millions of us who wanted lower immigration numbers have seen 2.5 million people come in the last 2 years. The Tories have betrayed Brexit.
Nigel Farage, Prime Minister 2030?
Well, I think what will happen, actually, is somebody younger, brighter and better looking than me will come along.
Could we have seen them on the stage today?
I think this boy's got real talent.
Reform big enough for two big characters like
that?
Oh,
goodness me. Do you know, when I see the right person succeed me, I will know. I first met Zia 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been in touch over the years. He represents absolutely the best of British values. I think he's going to be an enormous force.
We see him as a candidate one day, you think?
Oh, Lord, yes.
Nigel, thank you.
Thank you.